What's up? Okay, we got one watching. Yay. I don't know where Dave's at. But anyways, are you guys ready? Are you ready for some killer Good Girl Golden Age? That's all I got here. I left the regular crime Golden Age books I left them in the boxes. So if you're ready, I have an intro here I made a while back for a series, and I just mashed it onto my regular one, and let's see what it looks like. That was cool. I love that intro. I kept watching it over and over. All right, so if you're watching this on the replay, and if you're coming a little bit late and whatever, welcome to Nighttiger Comics. We got the Batman 66 camera angle going on here. Should we straighten it up a little bit so you can see the top of the back wall? It's got spots missing over here because I pulled all the killer Good Girl crime Golden Age books off, and I'm going to bring them directly to you. I'm going to take a sip of my Red Bull. Happy holidays. Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Then it's going to be Christmas. I love this time of year. I love the spirit that everybody comes together and feeling good. So, shut up, Mike, and show it book. What about that one? Young King Cole, Detective Tales, so it fits the crime narrative. It's got the good girl on it. It's from 1947. We're going to take her out of the negligee, dangerously slip her past the tape. You know who I'm talking about on that. Tom Ryan. And we're going to look at this book. Now, what did I pay for this? So I tell you what I paid so that you have some aspirations and inspiration to collect Golden Age. You can't tell me that book is not gorgeous. Who does this cover? I have it written here. No, I don't. Jay Valet, it looks like. See that there, but look at that. Underwater cover. Pretty nice grade book. Now, when I seen this in the Gerber, I said, it's going to be mine. She's going to be mine one day. So it's from August 1947, Volume 3, Number 1, which be Number 12. But we'll show it one more time. We'll show, look at the back. I doubt if I'll be able to show what I have here tonight. I have two pretty good stacks. And it's all Golden Age. Oh, Marc's waiting in the wings. Marc. Dave, my brother, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Echo, brother. Echo alert.
Give me a second.
Got it. All right. I'll make myself big. Just tell me when you're in. I'll bring you right in. Or I'll see it right here. Let me see. Is he, you good? Oh, you're still on mute. Okay. Give it a shot. Technical difficulties. Okay, let me show the inside of this book. So this has less of a glossy feel to it, more of a, what do they call it, a matte kind of feel. It's a little dull. But it does have newsprint. And like I say, this is a gorgeous copy. I didn't write how much I paid for this. Wow. Tony Gale. I do have another issue of this where she's surfing. So I got to figure that out. You know, you got to. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Whew. That's some really good art. And there's in this series, the art is always top notch. You can always count on it. I'm gonna check on our brother Dave and see how he's doing. You still working on it, brother?
Going,
There you
I
are.
think I'm good. I think I'm good.
I don't hear an echo. So how you doing tonight?
Yeah, good, good. Yeah, I put on my earbuds, so the echo should be gone.
Um,
How,
so
how's it going?
it's weird because I hear you first and then I hear you again in here. It's like one after the other. It's going pretty good. Just rushing around trying to get stuff organized for the show. And my other brother, my other brother Dave called from Surf Blue Comics, and we had a quite a long conversation. He told me about his day and stuff like that. So Tom Ryan made a comment. He's like, "Have you ever heard of Painter's Tape?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I try it and I have some, but I like the clear. I don't like that blue in the back. I like it just nice and it looks more pristine. It's a 9A.
Yeah.
This is a 9A board. I mean, if I sent it in with a press, I could probably on this backing board get a 9A.
Okay.
So you got something
Um.
you want to show? When do you want to do your reveal? You want to wait on that, or you want to do it up front, or what?
Oh, we can do it whenever. I
You
just
tell me. You're the
turned on the
guest.
laptop.
You're my host. I mean, you're the guest. I'm the
You
host.
can probably go on, show some books off first because I literally just turned on the laptop and I was just setting everything up. I have to grab some
Go
more
for it.
comics,
Okay. So let's make me big.
and
Hey, can you show
I'll
one
be.
thing that I can run out and turn my air down a notch?
Can you what?
Can you show one book and I'm gonna run down and turn my air down a notch? It's getting a little hot in
Oh
here.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's fine.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. All right. All right. So let's see. I ended up picking this book up recently, and this is El Cap's Shmoo Comics, issue number issue number 4.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can still
You
hear you.
dog. That's a freaking. I
There it
want
is.
that book. I've had it on my list. That is a killer cover. I love it. Probably
I like it. I've been.
top 20 of all the Golden Age Christmas covers will be there. That would be there somewhere.
Oh,
You
really?
should take it out of the sleeve because it's got that glare. We got to see
Oh
in the
no, it's because of
glory.
it. Yeah, let me.
Oh, is it because of the blue? Is the green screen?
Yeah, I got the green screen on.
Oh,
I wanted to put a little Thanksgiving cover in
you're
the
like
background.
Max Headroom in front of the Thanksgiving. Oh, you can see right through it. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
see
it's
through the
pretty
green
cool.
parts. Wow, that is wild. That even makes it look
Is
cooler.
is- yeah, it actually
Wow.
looks pretty cool. I like it. I'm kind of digging it.
So, dude, if I get
Um,
time this weekend, I want to sit down. I'm going to work on a picture. I want this. I want to make a picture of Ghost Rider pulling Santa's
yep.
sleigh like Rudolph up front, like up to the top of the corner of the page, and then they swirl around and Santa's in the background.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know, maybe Tigra in the back seat. Like have Tigra sticking out of the gift sack with Santa in front, like she's one of the
Yep.
gifts. We got
Yep.
Jerry, man. We got my buddy Jerry here. What's up,
What's
Jerry?
going on? What's going
He's doing
on? What's
some
going on,
great
Las
jobs. And
Cruces?
he just picked up Superman 19, dude, for $70.
Oh wow, I haven't seen.
It,
Did he just show it on his YouTube today? I
yeah,
haven't seen
it's a
it.
remainder. He's gonna try his hand now at restore, not conserve, but restore. So
Okay.
Jerry's gonna lay down some art, man. He's gonna lay down some graphics. I can't wait for this.
The comic has holes in it. Yeah, it's pretty cool how the green screen does that because obviously the sleigh there is green and it just goes right through it. It's
So let
pretty
me
neat.
say
I like
this.
that.
Let me say this. If you're a cool kid on the
Yeah.
block and you want to join this show, there's the link right there. Jump on in. Nighttiger will let you show whatever you
Yeah.
want. Hopefully it's Golden Age. Hopefully maybe Christmas themed. Okay,
Yeah.
you
I'm
wanna you
just
wanna
gonna go
get stuff
grab.
together and
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab myself a beer and I'm gonna go grab some Golden Age
hey
and
dude,
Silver
grab
Age,
one
whatever
you
I can
haven't
just.
told us about yet.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna grab whatever I can just. quickly find most of my stuff's downstairs, so I'll go
No,
grab it and bring
no,
it
no, no,
over.
no. Grab it from the secret Mark Spector stash down in the cellar. You know, the one in the vault.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Take the pole though this time, not the
I'll
grandfather
be.
clock one, but the other pole. All right, brother. I'll catch you on. I'll catch you in a little bit.
I'll be right
I'm
back.
trying to freak him out, people. Mess with his mind. Okay, this one's not one of the best ones in my collection, but it's cool that I got it. I got it cheap. It was actually an auction win, which I stay away from auctions nowadays. For me, they're just I don't like to deal with the stress of it. I'm gonna check this comment here. Jerry said he's going to bed in about 2 minutes. Jerry, give me a call tomorrow around noon when you're driving. There's Action 39,
Action
not Superman
49.
19. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's a
I'd
cool
rather
item.
take an
I would.
Action Golden over a Superman Golden any day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right, brother. Stay safe. All right. What do we got? We got 6 watching. 4 of them are really kind of scared to say anything, so we won't. So this is called introducing the voice. He's like an invisible detective, but there's your good girl right there. So this qualifies just barely. This is a thick book. I didn't put the Usually when they send them in Mylars, I get lazy. I'll pop them out until I read them, so I don't have the info on the back. Dude, I don't know if you're watching, but if whoever's watching, you better check this back cover because it is freaking. Check that out. Your first binary superhero? I'm just kidding. Everybody makes a comment when I show my copies online. Where's his costume? Why is he naked? Oh no, something's like I think his uniform is invisible or something. I don't even know. I have 2 copies of the funnies with this guy. I haven't read either one yet. I got so much Golden Age to read that it's. Last night I read All American 17 and it was awesome. The first appearance of the Golden Age Green Lantern and that facsimile. If you haven't read that, I thought I read it before, but I didn't, and it was pretty cool. So let's see what's in here. Now, in popular comics, you get more like newsprints with original stories, so they're more like the original stories are cooler as far as panel work. But then, of course, your newspaper strip reprints, they're just, symmetrically all across, and like film strip, so there's no dynamic to them. But it depends. It's a hit and miss. They'll add the original story, and then they'll have maybe another original in the back that has better art. These popular comics are just so cool. And the thing about these, if you want to get into Golden Age, go into eBay, type in popular comics, filter best match, Golden Age, and go to category and go comics and comic novels. And just go through all the pages. There's rarely more than like 20 pages of popular comics. You can go through them all, look at them all, check the prices out, determine if you know what your budget is. And a lot of times these you can find in high grade and the nice ones with the nice covers for like $30 or less. So I recommend that. Do you guys hate this? With my air conditioner, it's like either one notch, it's too hot, and if you get it down and one more notch, it's too cold. I'm gonna have to put on a sweater here. I think I got one. Man, I put a
Alrighty.
dog ear on the bottom of this dang thing. I hate that. I'm gonna put it away later for time purposes. Okay, so this book, I go through the Gerber guide. If you don't know what the Gerber guide is, I'm gonna have to show you because it's easier to show you than to tell you.
Who's that?
Yeah, Dave, did you get the Gerber guides yet? Because I've been telling you to get them.
No, I have.
You
I've been slacking.
shit.
I
Dude,
need to grab them.
these are not something that that you want. These are something you need. Just the first 2 volumes. Forget about the Marvel. The Marvel ones, you know every book. You've seen them 100 times. and it's just
No,
the
I just
just
uh,
look. These look for
I
go on
just
used book
here you go.
websites.
I'm back.
Look at that.
Yeah,
It's a serious catalog of collecting. Did you see
yeah, I
the
know.
video? Have you guys seen the video I did on these? Go and check my feed on my videos and check and go watch it. Dave, this computer's like on its last leg, so I hope it doesn't go off here.
Um, yeah, I've been slacking. I need to go pick up the what is it, the A
The
and B
longer you
volume? I
wait, the
forget
more
what
you're
it's
gonna
called.
pay. Now I paid more for shipping than I did the actual books when I got them,
Really?
and so I try not to look at them anymore. But it's like I can't even explain it. It's like having a naked woman sitting in your room and you can't touch her because you know if you do, it's going to cost you money. So I try not to look. So about twice a year, I pull them out, and I sit down, I go through, and then I look for books that I haven't seen before. I like forgot about in here, and I've never seen on eBay. And then I go look and see, can I find it? This is one of those books right here. And one day it popped up. I remember where I was. Is at Earth Fair in the parking lot, and it said $15. And this book normally goes for around 100. So let me show you what it is. So it is crime. It is a good girl. It's Avon.
Oh, nice.
So let me make myself big here and comment away. It's low grade. It's got a lot of foxing, the whole book. It's tan,
Sure.
you know. But a
Oh,
kid protecting a grown woman with guns.
that's pretty cool.
And there's I think 4 issues in this run. I've got 3 of them so far. I think the other one isn't Good Girl. So that yeah, number one is not a good girl, and I don't want it. Now I don't want it for what the price people want it. If I can get a good copy under 50, I'll take it. But it's him on a big bicycle, run like pedaling super quick towards the cover. But all 3 other ones are Kinsler covers, Good Girl, just badass. And look at the title; it's huge. Boy Detective, Vice Lords of Crime. Now
Yeah, the
$15,
the
15. So 19. I paid $19.51 with the shipping. Whoa! So detached cover, but
yeah,
still,
the trade itself takes up almost half the cover. That's
I
cool.
know. A lot of those Avons did that. They knew what they were
Yeah.
doing. It's like each publisher had a different niche. Like they knew what they were doing, but they didn't have the same like selling tactic on their books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you got something? You ready?
Yeah, I got a few things. I ended up just bringing up what I quickly bring upstairs.
I told him
And
only Golden Age, and he's like, "Oh man,
well, I got mostly Golden Age, mostly Golden Age. So some of these books I've showed off before.
now let's
Here we
take a
go.
minute. Okay, let's take a minute. What's the date? It's November 20th, 9:48. So in 1 year from now, I'm going to ask you how many Golden Age books you have and see how many you get in 1 year.
Ah,
Everybody
all right,
remember this day. All right, show
all
that
right.
book. Yeah, I love it. I don't have that one. It's one I would love to have. 70, what is it, 75 or 2? I can't read
This
it.
is 73. 73. I love
Nice.
it. This is a cool cover.
Yeah, it
Really cool
is.
cover.
Who is it, Jack
Uh,
Binder?
the artist?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't always notate the artist like you do, so I
Now I'm going to
I
start.
don't know. I do know it's from 1949. There you go.
Yeah, and it's in pretty nice condition from what I can see.
Yeah, it's not bad. The bottom of it has a little chunk there, but otherwise it's in pretty nice
So,
condition.
do you have like a baseline for when you're looking for like certain, like say faucet? You say, I really don't want to spend more than 50 for this grade. So if it's higher, I'll pay the 50. If it's lower, I don't know.
Um,
what's Dave's mindset when he walks in and sees Golden Age on the wall besides, oh my God.
so I guess I don't know. it's been a big learning curve for me because obviously Golden Age is a completely different animal
But
than
dude, that's the
than
fun of it. The fun is
than
learning.
anything else. So it's a lot of learning.
Yeah, that's the fun part, researching.
Um,
And you build your own index in your mind, like your own database of what books you want, what books are higher
sure.
on that list that you want. Like you really want this one, but if you see this one, it's definitely that one.
Yeah, and there's really nothing I'm particularly targeting in the Golden Age.
Keep
I do
keep
have
talking. You grab a sweater, but keep
more
talking.
of
I can hear
I tend to be a little bit more attracted to like the sci-fi
you. Right.
and some of the non like some of the more obscure superhero characters, like obviously like Captain Marvel Jr. I do like um I do like Captain Marvel Jr. He's obviously a pretty obscure. He's not a mainstream superhero. Um, so I am a little bit. I tend to go after those more so than like your Batmans or your Superman stuff like that. Um, but
Dude, he's melting my heart.
I
That's
do like
sweet.
the I do like the pre-code horror too, which is nice. I like getting
I'm
into
gonna
those.
bust this. I'm gonna bust this bitch open soon and film it. This is a scare
Oh,
centaur. You know
okay.
what centaur is?
You I think you've talked to, you showed me a
They
centaur before.
published for 2 years from 1940 to
Yeah.
42. I never thought I'd own a complete centaur for less than 100,
Oh
and
wow.
it's
Oh
graded.
wow. That's cool. That's cool.
I want to
Look at
bust
that.
it out of here. I want to feel it. So I think this is the first book. I just, I was thinking for quite a while, what's the book I would bust out first? So obviously you're going to say, well, which book do you really want to experience the most? And this is it.
Sure.
And it's
What
good,
year is that?
girl. 41, 40,
Okay.
40. But yeah.
That's
So
cool.
I'm going to
That's
do,
cool.
that's like, I build these agendas in my mind. Like I want to do these videos and then like the comic books. Well, which one do I want out there more? Which one takes more time? Which one's faster? I got a bunch of like
Sure.
black covers and blue covers already shot. I'm going to drop one tomorrow. But I did a
Oh, I
pink
didn't
one
tell
today.
you.
Go
I
ahead.
This one was $12.
Whoa, damn, that's good, man.
$12.
Complete
Um,
attached.
yeah, this one actually is, yeah, it's complete and it's attached.
So
I
where
went
was the
through
venue that
all
you
these.
picked it up?
So this was actually at a local comic shop in Massachusetts. The owner ended up buying a collection from an older gentleman,
Yeah, I
and
remember. Yeah, man, I remember you talking about
it
that.
was, huh?
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, yeah. This was like maybe probably 2 years ago now, and he bought all sorts of, yeah, he collected all sorts of Golden Age and Silver Age, and like some of the big books, they ended up just grading, and they were gonna do like an auction, but then some of the smaller books, he ended up just buying and keeping at the shop, and like a lot of like the titles like Wiz Comics and Captain
That's what I
Marvel
love about New
Junior.
England. There's tons of
Um,
Golden Age up there. That's where all those
cheap.
books were printed.
Yeah, so this one, this one, it was a nice little
Yeah,
cover. Ended up picking
yeah,
this one up.
and it's
This
got all the
is
heroes.
issue
That's another one
119.
that I looked at before too.
This
I
one
always tend to
was,
look at them. They're like cool, but then I'm like, let me look for an earlier number.
yeah, this one was $25. So I was like, this,
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
I didn't know what the price of these were. So I was like, $25 seemed fair. So I was like,
And
okay,
Wiz, I mean, Fawcett is so like prevalent and it's so cool, but
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
it's not as prevalent as Marvel Silver Age or Bronze, but more in the
sure.
Golden Age. It's probably one of the Fiction House and Fawcett, maybe. So this book, have you ever heard of? Let me get myself big. I'm gonna do my next book.
Yeah, yep. What just happened? I think,
Oh, I knocked myself out instead of make myself
I
big.
was gonna say
So, have you heard of DS Publishing before?
DS?
Yeah, D period
No.
S. They were a
Yeah.
small publisher, I think from 48 to 50 or something like that. They
Okay.
did several, everything they did was pretty top notch. They did a lot of
Okay.
crime books mostly, and I think, yeah, it's mostly crime books and westerns. But they were, all the titles were short runs. This is number five right here. So this is, and you've heard of this because there is, I don't know if it's number one, but there's a skull cover, or no, there's a woman getting out of like a sports car on the front. That one goes for a lot of money. But here's one that I picked up, pretty decent condition. Gangsters Can't Win,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
with the good girl. They're on the boat
Yeah.
with kind of
That
James Bond looking.
so that title I am familiar with. I just
There we
wasn't
go.
aware that it was DS Publishing.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to educate you. I'm here to educate the children. Well, that's what we're all educating each other. But I like to do it
Yeah.
I like to ask it in a way that makes the person remember it or think it. So
Yeah.
if you just talk about stuff like blah blah, it just like, so if you stop and you make a funny comment and then you ask the question, they always remember what you ask or that information. Don't ask me where I picked that up. I watch a lot of YouTube videos on everything. So what
Hmm.
is this? What year is this book you said? You wanted to know what year it was, and I'm going to tell you, damn it. It's October 1948. So there you go. So that's Gangsters
Okay.
Can't Win. Dude, we didn't look inside though. Now these, they always have really good artists in here on their stuff. It's always top notch. Also, Lev Gleason is the publisher that has the really horrible art, and some of early Fawcett, like Bullet Man and stuff, is really bad. So horrible that I'm like, I could barely read it. Are you up next? You got something?
Oh yeah,
Let's
I
see.
got some
Educate us, my
more
brother.
I got some more faucet. So this was from that same shop from the collection. This is
Nice.
Captain Marvel Jr. issue 67.
And if you're
This was
asking
Polo.
if why everything looks so weird and you're watching, you don't know, that's because he's coming broadcasting from the shuttle or the satellite on orbit
Yeah,
on the Justice
I'm in
League
space right now. We
headquarters.
read comics in space. This is cool little pirate cover. This is from 1948.
I like you
As it says
showing
on
all
the
the ones
cover.
I don't have.
Oh, nice. There you go. This will be good to know for future reference. Um,
I just
this
picked
one,
up.
oh, this is
Did I show you? Did I show you the one I just picked up? The Wiz Comics with the war stamp on the cover for $45 on
um,
eBay. I
I
haven't
think
got it
you
yet.
did.
I haven't
I
got it
think
yet,
you
but
sent me a picture. Um, I got another one here. I know you like this series, this
yeah,
title,
that's why I don't have that one either.
Captain Mid.
Ooh, you have
This one,
signature series, Gary Gary
no,
Smith.
I think this was probably the owner of the book.
What does that
Um,
say? What is the name?
it either says Gay Smith. It could be
Hey,
Gay. It could
Gary,
be Gay.
Gary. That's my middle name,
That,
Gary.
that looks like
Gary
Gay.
Smith. Don't
Gary,
even
is that
say
Gary
that.
Smith?
I hope so. Otherwise,
Gary
really
Smith.
happy. Otherwise, it's a really happy Smith.
Yeah, I don't know, but
That's
really
cool.
cool book. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like I said, I like these obscure superhero titles.
I
Um,
when I first started collecting, I hated these kids signing their books, but now if I get them and they're signed in a kind of decent way, I don't care.
eh, he also
Yeah,
signed it on the propeller blade.
that's
Just
cool. It
'cause.
looks cool.
That's it's cool. I like it. It's different.
All
Um,
right, who's here? Reefer the Sea Forever. Reef the Sea Forever. That's
that's
my
my book.
book. Jerry didn't go to bed. Jerry. Every time I say his name,
Oh,
I hear
Jerry's still here.
Seinfeld. I hear Seinfeld. Jerry. Oh, dude, that is sweet.
This
Come on,
this
take it
is
out of the
my this is my
bag. Take it out of the bag.
yeah, this is my favorite. For the longest time I've been looking for an Atlas Submariner comics. I
Joe
finally was
Manili.
Yep, and I was able to finally get one. at
What'd
the
you pay for that?
same shop. $50.
You son of a bitch. How do you
Yeah,
do
I was
that?
like he had
Hail,
it on the
hail, hail to Dave. I'm not worthy, man.
he
Hail to
had it on the
Dave.
wall, and I asked him, I was like, how much is this? I was thinking it was gonna be like 400 or 500 bucks, and he said $50. I was like, okay, it's coming home with me. And it's complete.
Wow! Wow!
It's
Yeah.
towards the end of the series. You got the kami little pink,
Yeah, that's
kami
so cool.
soldiers right there, which is
Are you
cool.
still riding the high or what?
What's that?
Are you still riding the high and on ownership?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Do me a
The
favor. Do me a favor. This is a adult channel, so if could you sniff it on air for us?
sniff it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, it's smell
Come on,
worthy right
give us
there.
the deets. How's that smell?
It smells good. It smells like all my other
Is it
golden
more
age ones.
golden or more silver? Which way is the smell lean?
Oh, it's definitely more golden. Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
because I do got some silver age books next to me
What
too.
did I do? Okay.
Um,
Okay, so my turn.
yeah, go for it.
What's the song by Deborah? What is it? Deborah Boone. My turn. Was that her or Debbie? Somebody else. I don't remember. So speaking of Atlas, since you were speaking of
Oh, you got some
Atlas,
Atlas?
I got some Atlas. You bet your Atlas I got some Atlas. All right. So this is a crime book. Good girl. I think I won this in an auction. I got in a little fight over it, but I still won it cheap. I think I got it for like 27 bucks. This book usually goes in this grade. I'm gonna guess like around 120 maybe. So maybe more because the Atlas is the higher the grade, the more people will pay. So let me.
Okay.
So that's the back cover. That's nothing. It's just walnuts. You don't want to see this. Don't look. Anyways, look at that. And she's poisoning her boss at the same time while she's on the phone. She's like, "Yeah, Ethel, he's done. You can collect insurance." This is another one. It's not glossy cover. It's more like a matte finish, dull.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times why they're hard. These ones are hard to get in high grade because they tear easier. They don't have that little protection on it. But
Very cool.
I look at these and I haven't seen them in so long. I'm like, damn, how did I get that for that cheap? Let me show you this book simply because I don't know. I think I was telling other brothers of mine that I think they copied and pasted, but they're like, no, it does look different. So you guys in the audience decide. Mark, you tell me what you think. I mean, Dave, tell me what you think. Okay, here's the other one. That's a reprint.
Oh, cool.
Now this is. Have you heard of MS distribution?
No,
Dave, let me educate you. So
I'm listening.
MS distribution. So this is a reprint from a Fox comic, correct? Can you tell it looks like a fox?
Okay.
But what do you not see on the cover?
The what do you call it? The little label there. There's no
You
label.
don't no price.
No price. Yep.
Okay, that's your first indicator that when you see this online and people are posting it as a Fox feature, it's a MS
It's a reprint.
distributed comic. So yes.
Okay.
So how else can you tell if you have one? Believe me, there's a book in here. It goes for a lot of money, but it's one of these. And when I got it one day, I'm looking and this is another tell that it's an MS distribution is that there's no first page. Fox always printed on the inner first cover.
Oh, okay.
So you see, so it's an ad. Otherwise, page one will be here. So that's indicator two.
Very cool.
And then one more indicator. You'll look at the very back, and this will tell you that it's a reprint and not a remainder copy, because I actually put a print ad here on the back of the last page. And what does this ad
Okay.
say? It says, "Get this, kids, 15 comic books, only $1. So they printed 15 different Fox reprints. Now I have never been able to locate the list. I have about, I think, 6 of the 15, maybe 7, maybe. So there you go. Now this does have a no. This has a price, but it doesn't have. It has this little circle here where a date or Fox should be, like you said. So you were
Okay.
right. So if you look these up, and do you use the Grand Comic Book Database?
Which comic book base we talking about?
Grand Comic Book Database.
No,
Do you?
I
Okay.
do I don't even know what is that?
Okay. So that's a website. You just type it in, Grand Comic Book Database, and they have
Okay.
all comic database on all comics, and it's uploaded by users. Don't expect it to be when you find the title to be everything in order because it won't be. You have to search. Sometimes they'll put the American series all the way to the bottom. It's frustrating, but they have the
Hmm.
most database that I could find, most complete. And sometimes it's not. I got books that they're so scarce they're not on there. But if you go on there and you look up this series for Fox, the MS distribution issues will appear as the last issue, but the number will jump to like
Okay.
54 or 51 or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna look at these comments here. They look pretty interesting. How many kids did they send away? I don't know. Oh, what's up? My brother Jesse Lynch is in the house. It's one of my good brothers. What's up, Jesse? You don't think I can wear a Santa hat till December? Hey guys, Negrito wants to come in. So Dave, I asked you a question about these two books, but I'll get back to you. Show a book. Because if I don't let this cat in, he'll cry me to death. Ooh, man, you're back on Earth?
I'm back.
He's in his mansion now. He
Yeah,
transported.
that's good. Are you bringing somebody else in, or did you just
Oh, my cat.
transfer me over?
No, I see. Go ahead and show some stuff. I had to bring in the cat.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, I'll show some books.
Okay,
Um,
hold on.
let's see. All right, what do we got? What do we got? This is all silver. All right, I'll show some of my sci-fi books, which is what I was talking about earlier, which is stuff that I've been trying to get more into. And this book is from Weird Fantasy. This is from EC Comics.
Oh,
This
wow.
is what the hell's going on? All right, Weird
That looks,
Fantasy issue number 12.
dude, that looks in really nice
Um,
shape.
yeah, this one's in pretty good shape. Um, I ended up picking this up at a comic show last year,
What'd you pay for that?
and 150.
Nice. Dang, that's a
And
good
this is
deal.
yeah, this is an Feldstein cover. I loved he did some great artwork in this title and just in general and a lot of sci-fi covers in general. And I've been trying to target a lot of these weird fantasy covers that have like some sort of rocket ship on there. They're just like really cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
beautiful.
got a nice little winter scene there as well with all the
Do you
snow in the
have
background.
do you have a comic wall?
No, no, unfortunately, I do not have a comic wall. I don't have any. I'm limited on space.
Let me tell you, when I moved into
Um,
this house, I had all my kids living here. So I didn't have a room, and I put 12 or 15 comic books and just hung them on the wood paneling in the living room, stacked
yep.
a couple boxes underneath, and when I wanted to hang out, I just go sit on the floor. Everyone, you got to
Oh,
have a little
cool.
space. Make you a little corner or something.
Yeah, it's tough because I do a lot of traveling for work,
Yeah.
and sometimes I'm on the road, and when I'm back home, I get to do some recording, so I don't really have like a designated area per se to just put books up. So I kind of just they just get put in storage,
Do you
closet,
take a short box
whatever.
with you wherever you go?
Sometimes I do, not always.
I usually do. But I started taking a real thick Gemini and filling it with like 4 or 5 Golden Age books or
Mm.
something. So I'm trying to get more into reading. Here's the Nighttiger cub. If you guys don't know, Negrito, he's the baby. But so I had a question for you. So let's finish the question. Negrito, you got to go now. Go lay somewhere. Um, do you think this cover looks like the same guy in the background? Let me make myself big and bad. Right.
What was the question?
You're freaking me out. The guy choking, does he look like he might be like a paste up or is it different art?
Um,
What do you
I'm not
guys think
sure.
out there? Huh? The guy that's choking, does he look like he's the same? They just used the art over or not?
Yeah, yeah, it looks similar. Yeah,
That's what I was saying, but other people are saying no, it's too different.
yeah, it looks
I
well.
think they
Yeah, it has its
used
differences.
I think they used it and then they just changed all the features. The hair,
Hmm.
tie was added. That's what I think because it's too similar. But
Yeah,
that's
even with
that's my
the
theory. Who the hell am I to know? I don't know. Hold on, this cat's freaking me out. He wants to go out now. You're worse than a woman. Man, he's taking advantage of the brotherhood there. The genderhood. Look under my genderhood. Okay, you're back. What you got?
I got some more weird fantasy. This is issue 14. There you go. Nice.
Oh
Like I said,
man.
been
I
collecting a
am
lot of
so glad I invited you on.
the rockets. I love the rockets, so this one's got a little spaceship action going on for the majority of the cover.
It's like they have a
And
story going on the cover. You look
yeah,
at it and
absolutely. And that's
you
and
try to look at it and figure out the story and you like read it in your mind.
and that's what's like what really attracts me to this title and the weird science title. Just
You're gonna
just
get me
really really
hooked,
cool
you
covers.
son of a gun.
And same thing, just like the previous issue, an Al Feldstein cover.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Yeah,
he put
great,
it so
great.
far in the distance that you have to
Yeah,
actually concentrate on the cover for a minute.
yeah, absolutely. Um, so I do have one crime book. I think you'll appreciate this book.
Oh, you know I
And
will.
this was a book I picked up. I think it was earlier this year.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
Suspense Detective
I
issue
do
number
have a
one.
I do have an issue that also it's the train one. I don't know if you've
Yep,
seen that one. I don't like it, and I'll
yep,
tell you why. When you have a bad experience buying a book, you don't ever
yep.
like it. But sometimes it's still close enough to the edge where you're like, I'm not going to give it away, but I don't like it.
Sure.
So it probably becomes like one of the last books on your. I'll tell you, I went to
Yes.
Georgia to buy, and they had a comic record store there. I forget the name of the town. It's like a smaller town, east of Atlanta, a little bit
Mm-hmm.
southeast. My daughter lived over there, and they had everything so overpriced. I was just wanting
Oh,
to get
really?
one Golden Age book. I went to Second and Charles first. Oh yeah. Oh, nice Christmas cover. I actually looked at that one. The ones I were
Yeah.
seeing were so low grade. I didn't want to pick them up though.
Yeah.
So,
This was
so
the
you search through the whole store for that one you feel comfortable paying for, and that was one of them. I felt like it was so low grade, and I paid probably like 25, and it was probably like a 1.0,
hmm
and it was. So I bought that, a military comics, and something else, and I was just pissed. I still hate them all, but I keep them in the collection to remind me, don't go over there. Okay, I just picked this one up about 2 months ago, I think. Dude,
Okay.
this is a testament that you can find valuable Golden Age for just comparatively for pennies. I'm gonna
Mm.
see what Jesse has to say. Can't talk like that at my house. Worse than a woman. Oh, I can only talk like that to the cats. Okay, so I picked this up for. I didn't put it here, but this is one. So this title, you'll know it when you see it, but this one is really hard to get, and I got it hard grade for. I think it was 30. I don't know if it was. I think it was free shipping, so I think it was like 32 something with the tax. So I like to pull. I like to get them in their full glory, and
Hmm.
I like my books tight in sleeves. A lot of people don't because they say they damage too easy. But dude, check that out. Lounge Singer, Sexy Good Girl, high
Oh yeah,
grade for a golden age.
there you go. It's beauty.
But I mean, if you really look, this is what I do. Me and Steve were having a discussion earlier. But mostly what I do, my main tactic has always been go to eBay, type in uh, comics, then go to filter. Then I always go to like uh, new listing, golden age category comics and comic book novels because I don't think sometimes they do have just the comics one. And then just go search page by page. We lost Dave, he's back again. And
Hey,
then
sorry.
that's all right. And then I go page by page. But lately, for a while, that hasn't really been producing these gems like this that I find. So I just start. I put in 1940 comics, go best match, comic novels, and then just go search page by page. I got a book right now, dude. It's worth like $600. It's high grade. I got it for 80 from
Oh wow.
1940, but it's stuck in Jacksonville. I think somebody stole it. It's been there 2 weeks. I've already called Washington, and I'm first. I went to my post office and got on their ass, and they're like, "Oh, we'll email. You'll hear something back." I didn't hear nothing back. I called Washington. They started an inquiry. They told me they were going to get back to me. And get this in 2 business days. Really nice sounding woman, cordial, everything. I liked her. 3 days go by, call back. Oh well, they did they not say 2 to 3 business days, and that means another 11 hours. I'm telling the guy. So that means Monday. That's a week. He's like, yeah. I'm like, no wonder why the government's so slow. So Monday comes around. Do I hear anything? So I call Washington back. I say, look, this is a valuable book. What's going on? You promised to get back to me. You haven't. And they're like, okay, this guy says, okay, I'm escalating it into an investigation. We're contacting the current, what is it, current affairs,
Sure. Yeah.
and they won't get back to you by Friday. I said, what, when will they get back to me? Well, I said, give me a time frame so I know if they haven't contacted me, I'll call you back. So he's like, I said, Friday? He goes, yeah, you should hear something by Friday. I said, well, how does this procedure work? I mean, all I got to do is call down there and get a manager on the damn phone and go, where the hell's this book? Or whatever this mail is. He said, well, they will contact the manager and the manager will have to give them an answer. If I lose the book, I told the seller I'll split the difference, and I won't have regrets because it was out of our hands. But if we do everything we can and I can't get it, I'll be fine. But if I sit there and just let that book linger and never try to find out what's going on to get it, I won't like myself for a while.
Mm.
Because definitely I want that book. It's a heroic comics, and I have another high grade copy of that. Those are super scarce to get in high grade. Okay, book. I'm gonna put that in later. But I'm gonna let you go. You want to reveal your big Marvel key?
Yeah, I can do that if you want. Yeah, I can do that now.
Um, let me. Do I have a drum roll here or something? Let me do a
Let me
drum roll.
see.
Hold on. Let me get
Let me
something.
grab it real quick.
You go grab it. And you tell me when you got it. And
Uh,
meanwhile, back at the
here
ranch.
we go. I
Okay,
got
here
it.
he is. Ready? Woo! What is it? Yeah, big boy.
There it is. Yeah, Two of Dracula, issue number 10 at 5.5. I ended up picking
at a
this up
steal.
at Rhode Island Comic Con a couple weeks ago.
And they're hold on. Tell everybody to go get a roll of toilet paper before you tell them what you pay for it, because they're all going to crap their
Well,
pants.
so I traded 2 books for it, and then I paid $50 in just cash. So I ended up I traded my first Animal Man Strange Adventures 180. I think that was an 8.0, and my Punch Comics 13. That was
Oh,
that was a point
you
five.
gave that away. You traded that away.
It was a point five.
Blasphemy. Who cares?
Um, and then I think $50 on top of it, so it wasn't bad at all.
Is that guy? Did that guy want that book? When you showed it to him, did he just like, yeah, I want that one?
Well, he's a dealer, so he's not like it's probably just gonna try to resell it. So it's not like he's gonna
Does
he
that
didn't
have did
evaluate
that
it.
have to be part of the trade? I mean, man, that was one of my favorite books you had.
Well, I brought I brought 3 books with me, and you know, it was with the values were into it. You know, he had this book valued at 750. So between the 2 books, my pricey book was the Animal Man. That book was like 500 book, about
Really?
500 bucks. Yeah,
What was the
and
condition?
8.0.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was graded.
They were both graded, so it makes it easier.
Oh, you
Um,
got. Oh, that's right. You did get the other one graded. Yeah,
yeah,
that definitely
it
makes
was,
the
and
trade
then
easier. It's like it's like exactly the
yeah,
cash that's on hand.
exactly, and then the Punch comics, it wasn't worth much monetarily. Obviously, it's extremely scarce.
You just blew my
It was probably
mind
only worth.
because all of a sudden I understood why you guys CGC these damn books, because you can.
Yeah,
It's
so like
currency. It's exact currency.
yeah, the point five was probably about 1 to 150 roughly, because there was like a 1.0 that sold recently for like 250, $300. So monetarily wise, it wasn't that valuable, but it's obviously extremely scarce. So, but yeah, I was happy because 2 years ago, this book was probably
I
15, sixteen
know.
hundred
I
dollars,
know.
and it's dropped quite a bit. So that's why, it was
I'm
a good
hoping I could pick
opportunity
up
for
a
me to
raw
grab one.
copy, maybe by next year, the end of the
Uh,
year or something. Maybe
yeah, I
pick up
went
a
to
raw
two
for
to
300 for 30.
oh for this book.
Yeah, or
I don't know.
less.
It's tough. It's tough.
I'm
Um,
hoping the market, not for the
yeah, you never
seller's
know.
sake,
It's
but for the
possible.
buyer's sake. I mean, I'm hoping we get
It
some
was.
prices back from like 2011 or 10 or something.
Oh, I don't think that'll ever happen.
Oh,
But
be careful. No one thought that would happen in the 90s. What happened?
uh-oh, there goes
Dude, what
300.
happened?
There you go.
He's in the
Um,
bathroom.
I'm back. So yeah,
Well, let me show.
I
Let me
don't think
show.
it'll
Let me
I don't
show.
think it'll ever get back to that level though.
But anyways, this book I put on Instagram today. It's not technically crime. It's more Western good girl. But since I just got it and it does say woman outlaws, I mean, come
Oh,
on.
cool.
Joe,
There you go.
Tennessee Joe, Black Box Silver and Bronze sent this listing my way. Now this is the Canadian copy, so it's scarce,
Okay.
but it's
Very cool.
missing 3/4 of the first page. I
Okay.
did press it. It is high grade. It has tape over one staple. Now, this book, I don't plan ever to leave my collection, so I'm going to reveal something to you guys that you might walk away hating me after this video. But the cover is shorter than the book was, so I trimmed the pages. Yes.
Oh,
And
that
it
sucks.
looks
Yeah.
gorgeous. No, man, you with the pages there, it didn't look good. It looked really good, like
Yeah.
good. It's mine, I'm the second ever go anywhere.
Yeah.
I got
Well,
it.
cool, non-refaus.
I think I paid too much for it. I think I just got caught up in. my friend sending me a listing, and I was so happy about that. I think I overpaid maybe like $15 because it was
Yeah.
like 40 something and the shipping was 18. Rafast, how do you say that? Rafast?
Rafals, yeah.
Rafast?
How's it
Rafast Comics.
what's
What's up?
going
He
on?
says Spector. Okay, I'm gonna show another one. Now this is a British, so this was Canadian. So Nighttiger collects foreign comics. I'm gonna have a hard time reading it though because I don't know Canadian. Anyways, this is a British comic, and this book was only $20. I when you see this, you'd be like, "What?" You probably saw it before though. So it's the Saint, man. Good girl crime. You're like,
Oh, that's
shut
cool.
up. Look at those legs. So you know what this is? Do you so
This
how hard do you
is
do
the
hard research? Do you do hard research on your books?
no, I wish I did more.
So this book is British, but it's a remainder American copy, but it's the original cover.
Hmm.
So there
And it
you
came out
go.
the same this
Did I
did it
know
come
this
out like the same
existed?
month?
This came out. I got the info here. Interiors are US of number 4 from 1948. So no, this is number. It says number 5, and it's from 1951.
Okay, okay.
Now it doesn't have a date inside. I had to find. I had to track down the info on it. I love researching, finding out all about my books. Make sure when I try to inspire people to buy Golden Age, I want to be able to tell them every fact that I can. So that was cool. I didn't even know this existed. I saw it for the price. I'm like, I don't care what it is. I'll buy it and then get it. And I'm like, when I started learning about it, I'm like, wow, this is like a really cool piece to have in a collection. So a book like this to me is like a valuable on a sentimental value, but to me it's so scarce that people don't even know about it. So it can't really have a high monetarily value because nobody knows what it is.
For sure.
Does that make sense? It made sense in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? You got something?
Yeah. I got going back to some of the weird fantasy, weird science title. So I got some more of those rocket ship covers that I was talking to you about.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
And
That's a
this is a
sweetie.
cool one. When I took my son to the convention, he saw
Dang.
this one because he's big into dinosaurs, and he saw obviously the big skeleton there, and I was like, oh, this is cool. This is really cool. And then obviously the cool rocket ship there in the space in the background. So I was like,
There's
yeah, I gotta
so
pick this
many
up as well.
avenues that those golden
So much
ages
going on
provide.
here.
That provide education for everybody, from the child to the
Oh
grown
yeah,
man. I was reading
and
in one golden butch I got that had a story about George Washington after the war and how he rebuilt. I was like, whoa.
mhm. This
You were
is
saying?
from
Sorry.
1953, and this is a Joe Orlando cover.
What did you pay for that?
Uh, 150. I want
Dude,
to say
you're
150.
slamming home runs here left and right.
Yeah.
Where'd you pick that up?
Where?
If you want to share. I mean, I'm not telling you have to indulge any
This was
secrets.
at Rhode Island Comic Con. This was a
Okay.
year ago.
Do you have any little secret honey holes that you don't want nobody to know about?
No, I wish I did. There's not a lot of comic shops in the area that sell Golden Age. Um, a lot of the a lot of the stuff that I have to find are either at comic shows, comic swaps, stuff like that.
Yeah,
They're
and
just
that's why
really, you
that's why you're
know,
getting the great deals though.
yeah. And like not everybody goes after them, so sometimes you can get some good deals.
This next book,
Um,
and I don't have the info on it, but it's low
Let me
grade.
find out.
It's low grade, so I'm not going to pull this one out. I don't know how low grade is. If it's going to
There you
fall apart or
go.
not. But we got
Crime
we
can't
got good
win.
girl right
Nice.
here. We got some, we got floating heads. There is another one. I think I have it. I don't think I found it where it has a good girl on the actual cover, but
Okay.
I didn't. I thought this was the one. That's why it's in there. Otherwise, that would not go in there because That was too small of a qualification. So let me go with the next one. This is the one I was talking about. This is another MS distributed issue, Crimes by Women.
Oh, that's cool.
And this book, man, it goes for some big bucks.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's Crimes by Women, but they're pushing her out of the damn deal. So this is from 1952. Actually, one of the rare, I think maybe this one and one other book that I Golden Age book I got from Midtown. So this was back. This had to be like in 2007 because it's before the Iron Man and the movie market and all that. So because you will never find a Golden Age on Midtown now.
No, you never find stuff on there.
But this book goes for $1. I was shocked. So year after year the price goes up on this, and
I
all these
feel like you
crimes
barely
by women.
see
What's that?
Silver Age on. I said I feel like you barely even see Silver Age on Midtown. Never mind Golden Age.
Yeah, I stopped going on Midtown. I think the last time I stopped going is I bought, yeah, they were getting too expensive. So I was in New York and
Mm,
I went and bought all the books online and then went and picked them up. And when I went in the
yeah.
store, I was like, what the heck? These people are extortionists. The prices on their back issues. And
Oh, well,
you know what their lame excuse was? Well, that's because
it's
people come to New York to buy stuff or something.
yeah. I
So
believe
that's
it.
your, but I'm sure that they pay a tremendous amount of rent on that place.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they gotta keep the lights on somehow. Like,
So I get it. That makes sense because they just factor in the overhead on those prices when they're in their store.
yep. Here's another
Oh,
fun
we
one
had
from that.
Alan in here. I didn't see that.
Oh, what's going on, Alan? How are you?
I don't know if he's still watching. He might have left because we thought we ignored him. Alan, you're one of our favorites, man. We love you, brother. Even though
Uh,
you're from Canada, we still love you.
this is
It's
weird
another one. Look how
fantasy.
small the picture is. It's like you have to look at the ball and go, okay, what's going on underneath it?
Yeah, Weird Fantasy 13. This one's really cool. I wish the this planet here, usually it's in a nicer condition. It pops. It's a bright orange. This one's
Hmm.
faded because it's a lower grade. But another really cool,
But in
sci-fi
the scheme
science,
of things, you really don't care that much because you have that
nah,
book.
but beautiful Feldstein cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
They were
I'm a big
just,
fan.
I believe they were ahead of their time. They were doing art
Oh
covers
yeah,
like nobody else ever.
absolutely. I haven't showed any weird science yet. I got one here with me. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
Weird Science issue number 22. It's like he's fighting some, you know, alien glob looking thing here.
You know what makes that book so cool? You've seen that title used from that book in movies and TV
Oh
shows.
yeah,
You've seen it so many times, you're like, man, that's the original one.
yep. You know who did the cover?
Wally Wood.
That's right. Yep.
I know.
Wally Wood.
Yeah, I read a book on
Love his
him
artwork.
in his studio. He had an apartment and he had filing cabinets all over the place, just filled with ripped out magazine pages
Really?
for references or even copying straight from the page. It just depends. And he had all these
Yeah.
house artists that he hired. These people were geniuses. I mean, they didn't make a lot of money as an artist, but they could make a studio when they got their name was a little known out of their apartment and hire other people
Yeah.
to go with them, and they could collect the big paychecks and then distribute just the minor minimum wage out to these guys. And it was just cool. It's cool to read about it. Yeah, I don't have that one. Jerry, I
It's
seen him pick that one up. Or no, that wasn't.
yeah.
Was it?
It's
Yeah, it was Jerry. Yeah, nice.
Master Comics issue number 133. This is the final issue in the run. Cool little graveyard scene cover.
So I'm gonna make you a challenge. 1 year from today, we do another live show to see who has more Fawcett books.
more
and I
frosted.
won't
Oh, I
buy
see.
much more. I'm gonna have a little head start. No, because you're picking them up left and right. You're gonna have quite a big collection.
Oh, these are one where I picked up probably last year or two. But like I said, it's been getting tougher and tougher to find some of these books locally.
All right, I go
Uh,
next. Oh, I
yeah,
have a Wally Wood. Do you want me to show my Wally Wood next?
yeah, yeah. Go for it.
Now, I don't dislike Wally Wood, but he's not one of my favorite artists simply because
Okay.
I mean I'm starting to realize that maybe when he was on the Daredevil that he was losing his eyesight because his art in Daredevil to me, it ain't good. But his work in EC is awesome.
Oh yeah,
So I don't
fantastic.
know. A lot of people say when they show their Daredevils, it's Wally Wood, it's so good, and I'm like, I think they're just doing like they're honoring him by saying that because like the cover to number 10 is the worst Daredevil cover I've ever seen. I have it and I won't get rid of it, but I don't like it. It looks like two kids trick or treating in costumes on the cover. So this is Colossal
Oh, that's
Features
cool.
magazine, and you got women breaking out of prison. She's got a knife in her hand. She's got some big old honkers, knockers, or whatever you
Nice.
want to call them. You got the spotlight there. Son of a bang, son of a boom.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
There was another one online for the same price, same condition. I haven't seen this book above like a 1.8 ever, but I don't know. That miler's not doing it justice. Let's take her out of the negligee, dance around the room a little bit. Another
Oh,
one
there
has
you
more of
go.
a matte, like a matte cover, where it's more dull.
Yeah.
Probably why it doesn't pop in the mylar. Really low grade, but man, I love that cover. I put this on my watch list, and you rank books. So this book was probably like number 5 at the time, and so I had to knock off 4 more books before I got to this one. And I'm sorry, it was kind of a fond time for me. I was working with this man who was my surrogate father again. He raised me up in the business I'm in and took care of me in my personal life, and then he got COVID and he died like suddenly. And he would tip me like $100 twice, 3 times a week, and I was just picking up golden age. So
Mike, I'm gonna have to check out. My daughter just woke up, and I'm gonna have to settle her back down to bed,
okay, how many kids do you
unfortunately. So
have?
I'm gonna have to check out a little early.
How many kids do you have?
Two.
Okay, I didn't know you had a daughter. I knew you had
Yeah.
a son. All right, cool.
Yeah,
That's cool, man.
she's 18 months, so she wakes up pretty frequently
Oh,
at night. Yeah.
oh man, cherish
Unfortunately,
it, man.
I'm gonna
Hey,
have to
that's
check
much
out.
more important than comics any day.
But thanks for having me on so I could show off at least a few books.
Happy
Appreciate it.
holidays to you
You
from
too now.
sincere brother to brother. I love you, man,
Same here,
and
man.
just thank you for being my friend. It's important that
Absolutely.
we have this brotherhood here on YouTube. It's really great. I love it.
And
And
I'll watch the rest of the books on the rewind
all right,
that you
brother. I'll
show
talk
off.
to you later.
All right,
Happy
man.
holidays.
Have a good night.
Right, Dave. Happy holidays to you, man. Las Cruces says good night, or as the kids say today, GN. All right, where we at? Okay, let's show something like how about Kirby? You guys like Joe Simon, Jack Kirby stuff? I do. So I'm gonna tell you a little secret here. I'm collecting headline comics 1 through 29. If I don't get any more of that, I don't care. Those are the best ones. The first 22 are the Junior Rangers. Then 23 to 29 are Good Girls, Simon and Kirby, which you rarely see, except in romance. I'm talking about outside of romance. So my big reveal is that I just bought a copy of Headline Comics #1. Finally, I passed on one for 100 with Missing Centerfold years ago, and I regretted it. This one's missing 5 wraps, but it was only, I think, like $45. So to me, I'm gonna have that in collect. It's a really, really hard book to get. But this is Headline Comics, number 27. Joe Simon, Jack Kirby, Good Girl. Now, it's not the best Good Girl, but give them credit. They tried. This is a low grade book. It's probably a 1.0. Now, if you don't believe me, try to find 23 for 29 in this condition for say less than $60. I don't think it's going to happen. Probably not less than maybe 80. So it is known that the collectors want these. So that's Joe Simon, Jack Kirby. It's solo grade. It's probably the cover split all the way 3/4. I don't want to take it out. So, what do you want to see? More scarce, more common? We have another Atlas here. This barely qualifies, but it does have a full figure Good Girl on it. Amazing Detective, number 14, September 1942. I won this in an auction for $12. Yep, that's what I said. Now, it doesn't have a back cover, but these last few issues of Amazing Detective that have the horror theme are super hard to get for cheap. You got a Good Girl right there. Hands Off. We got some guy in like a hooded gown right there. It looks pretty scary. That's Amazing Detective, September 42. This is a Canadian book. I think this was, okay, it was a famous newspaper comic strip. Now, I don't know much beyond that. Do I have it written here? I don't have it. I think it was a crime comic strip. Bruce Gentry, you got your Good Girl. And they're pretty uncommon, but they're not super scarce. Just you got good leg there. This is this is a Canadian from 1948. There was 2 different copies. This is the variant because it doesn't have a price on the cover. I never could find out why they had the variant with no price. But, of course, it should say 10 cents, but it doesn't. I have it written right here. I did the research on this a long time ago. I'm always looking for these if I can find them really under $50. It's rare to happen, but it does. What else? Oh, here's another one. Yeah, so this one has a price. This is Bruce Gentry, again, number 8. This is a Gerber 7. So if you don't know what a Gerber 7 is, these are the Gerber guides here. And Ernest Gerber and his wife, they came up with a scale of scarcity for books. 1 through 10, 10 being the scarce, 1 being the most prevalent. So 7 is somewhere between 20 and 200 copies known to exist at the time that he created that scale. Just a gorgeous cover. I like the detail on her fur and her dress. Anybody wants to get on, they're welcome. Alan, are you still up? Get on here, dude. Let me see. Let's see if Alan's around. We got to check with the Collector Geek. Okay, I'm putting the link down here, Alan, Collector Geek. Las Cruces, Dave already went to bed. You don't have to say goodnight again. Jesse Lynch, man, you should get on here. Anybody wants to get on, feel free. It doesn't have to be Golden Age. Show us what you find to be your prize in your collection. So I have a problem here. I lost a lot of weight. And now that I lost the weight, it's like I feel like I'm too skinny, so I got to gain weight again. It's like I can't win. It's like when you think you're overweight, you want to lose weight, and then you lose weight, and you're like, man, I should gain some weight. I'm like, what the heck is up with that? Thoughts, comments below. Where's Alan? Let's see if he answers his phone. Let's do some faucet, man. What the heck? We haven't done any faucet. I got this for 60. And when I got it, I was shocked at the grade, at how high grade it was. So this was a one shot from fall 1948. Alan, answer your phone. I guess the comic collector geek went to bed or he's out in the lounge. I don't know. Oh yeah. I think, to be honest with you, because that's such a high grade, I think I paid, I don't even know what I paid. I was thinking of another book. I got what is a Brenda Starr. So this is a faucet book. Again, it's another matte cover. It's very dull, but it's high grade. Like I said, when I got this book, I couldn't believe the grade on it because I paid 60. Go on eBay now and try to find this is probably at least a 5.56. Go on eBay and see the price on this book. And look at that. It's bondage, cheesecake. You got it all, man. If you're into guys, you got that guy with his butt showing. And if you're not, and if you're into girls, it's the perfect cover for you. On the spot. Pretty Boy Floyd on the spot. I mean, isn't that a killer title? But you could just see. And I don't say that to brag. I say that to inspire you to go and look. Search. Treat eBay as your back issue bin. Find your criteria and just go and if you search on a daily basis, like anything that you do, if you do it long enough, eventually you're going to have success. So maybe you won't find a book like this in a week or 2 weeks, but if you keep searching in maybe a month or 4 months, if you find a book in this condition at that price, you won. It's like, yeah. Let's see what Jesse has to say here. You don't have technology. Oh, you're in a big brother. I need to talk to you because you don't know the mess I'm in. Mobster books are dope. Louis the Fifth. Louis the Fifth, you're dope, man. You know what, Jesse Lynch, brother? I love you. And whatever you're going through, I pray for you. I hope that it works out. Just have a positive attitude and just work forward and you'll get through whatever it is. Philosophy from the Nighttiger. Okay, crime books. Now this is Lev Gleason. Lev Gleason's you can find these Crime and Punishments pretty inexpensive. This is number 5, but Lev Gleason or Charles Burrow, terrible artist, and he actually had ghost artists that worked for him, and then he would sign his name to their work like really big. If you haven't read The 10-Cent Plague, it's a really good insight into what was going on and the golden age from early 40s to the 50s. And you can find that book for like $4 or $5, I think, or less than 10 on eBay. So Crime and Punishment number 5, 1948. One of the worst good girls there could be. So the thing about Charles Burrow, he insisted that every artist that worked for him draw everything to actual aspect. So the guns, the cars, they had to be real. They had to have the real detail. And doing that in a comic book industry, you can't create a dynamic cover just for the selling point with action or whatever it be. Look how dull that looks. But it is what it is. It's still part of history. It's still a book I'm not going to get rid of. So there you go. All right, where we at? I believe this is Not a Good Girl. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So I didn't know much about these. I never did the research, and I posted them on Facebook. And someone said these are timelies and they're really tough to get. This is Crime Cases Private Eye number 5. I have no info on that, but you see the girl up there at the fire escape. You got your spotlight trope. And I picked up, I don't know if it was the same seller, but I picked up 3 issues of this way back in the early days of eBay. So I imagine I didn't pay a whole lot because I didn't have a whole lot of money. I wasn't a big truck driver at that time. Okay, I'll pray that you fill them comic boxes, brother. I have you still been picking up all that Killer Golden Age that I've been seeing that I saw, last time you showed stuff? Shadow and all that stuff. What are you doing? Getting your Christmas gifts in gear or something? Just, I don't want to let the secret out of the bag, Mr. Lynch. So let's show this cover by Leslie. So this is I don't know. I don't have the info. I thought this was Matt Baker, but I don't think it is. Oh no, wait, it's signed right here. Walter Johnson. But here you go, man. Woo! The Saint. What number is this? Number 5. Another series that collectors really will kind of overpay. You have to fight to get books like this off eBay or off auction sites. The Saint. Now I don't know. I've only buy off my comic shop and eBay. I haven't tried Heritage. I feel like my life is pretty full as it is. I don't want to add any more new buying experiences or it's going to cost me bucks. So I was talking about the other book, Crime Cases Private Eye. This is Rocky Jordan. So it's the same title. They just changed part of the title. Instead of saying Crime Cases, it says Rocky Jordan. It's number 8. That's timely. You got the good girl back there in the background. I have to do research on these. This is ones I haven't got to yet. Now this book is interesting, and recently I did a kind of an in-depth for my Instagram to find out that this is a crime book. So this book, I don't know the market value. This could be a book you could find for maybe under $20. Now it's a pretty decent copy. Look at me ruining my book. It's a pretty decent copy, but look, it's of the circus. So sellers might think this is just a book about a kid in a circus, but it's actually a crime book and a damn good one too. So what's the info on this? I don't have the info here. Let's look inside and we'll tell you. Number 12, 1949. I have to guess that this is probably a title change. I think it's Avon. But let's look at this. Look at this. Opening night. We already got a crime case right there. And this gets even better. You got some good girl art. Kidnap crisis with the evil looking dude, bigger than everybody. I love that trope. One of my favorite tropes in the Golden Age. Okay, stop. Take a minute and remember my favorite trope is the large villain or superhero over each other. Because I'm gonna give you a quiz on that probably when I get my 2,000 subscriber contest next year, which I'm hoping to give away a slab. If I give away a slab, it's not gonna be Golden Age. It's probably gonna be bronze. That's a Tommy right there. It says the phony fisticuffs, and look at the good girl art there. So you get fooled. You think this is a book about kitties in the circus? Look at that. That's Matt Baker shit right there. level, level. Sorry, I got something going on in my life, and I just feel like I want to let loose and be crazy. Murder on the Mind. Look at that. Look at that strong man. Look at that. This is so cool. I didn't even know this. I got this book like this thinking it was a golden age and it was cheap. So you know what? Let me pick it up. This was back in the day when I first started buying offline. That's it. So Jesse's saying, okay, Mark, there's a link there. Get on it. Mark's my other good brother from Oklahoma. Check out his channel. Man, I'm not into modern books, but Mark, he just is a well of knowledge. I like learning about the modern books from him, even though I don't collect them. When I go in the store and I see them, I'll know what they're about, and I could flip those. I won't, you know how it is. Anyways, no golden. Yeah, working 4 5. Okay, going anyone know? Anyone you know of that lives in the States need an A-OK. Let me get back to you on that. I do, I do. So let me get back to you on that. You do have that Tommy. I remember you showing that. And I think I made a comment on what a cool book it is. Well, let me tell you, brother, I picked up. So let me tell you what I do for my brother Jesse. He is such a generous soul. He sends me these killer, fantastic AOKs. Like nobody else ever have I ever seen on YouTube send out AOKs like this. And I'm not just bragging because he's my brother. So Jesse, I look for cool Western high grade golden age or early silver for you at the end of the year, and I found you a gem. So it's gonna be coming your way in a couple weeks. I'm trying to get everything out early, early, early. So either I like to get them out early or then I wait till after Christmas. But anyways, since you decided to let the cat out of the bag, I'm letting my cat out. You know, Jesse, you're too humble. We'll dig every damn thing you send us. Yeah, he's really good. He's Matt Baker level stuff. With Mark, you don't want to get on here? Make some comments on my books. So Sexy Golden. I just picked this book up. Atlas. I've been wanting this for a while, guys. This book is tough to get above really a 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, but most of the time these are 1.5s, and they want up to $60. Obviously, they're missing centerfold most of the time. This one was complete. Make an offer. I think I got it to $22, but the shipping was $18. It came from Britain. It has tape there, or here, but this is the highest grade book I've ever seen, and it's complete. And I got it for about $30, $27. So I made them an offer for 21, and they took it. I'm gonna remove the tape over here, not over here, not over here, but over here. I got a brand new dryer, a Revlon. So there you go. I'm hobnobbing there with the fashion industry, and I'm gonna determine if the tape needs to be removed. If it is holding something together, I will remove it and add archival, which is a little more transparent. So there you go. That's number 31, January 49. Just a sexy hitchhiker. I don't know who does the cover. I haven't even researched this book yet. I haven't got time. Actually, she looks pretty sexy, but if you really look at her face, she looks like what's the chick on the Dick Van Dyke show that he works with? Who she kind of looks pretty but not. Look at the profile of her face. But good thing there's that beautiful hair to keep your eye off that. Bud and Sally. Sally. That's my sad emoji. Mark, come on, man. Gotta do your Nighttiger like that. Okay, what else? What else? This is Matt Baker. I do have Matt Baker. I actually have quite a few Matt Baker. What did I get? You're gonna shock. I got this book for 27. Now it's like a 1.0. So there was tape on it. Before I bought it, there obviously was tape on it all the way on the spine. Someone decided to remove it. So I guess it was, I don't know, whatever the reason. They did a piss poor job, but I got the book for what did I say? $27 shipped. And I'll pay 27 for this ship every day of the week. Not on Sunday, that's the Lord's Day, but every other day. And it's missing back cover. So, but it's Matt Baker, and she's all there. The Secrets of Ghost Mansion. So would you pay $20 for this with $7 ship? I mean, look at the art. The art alone is just worth it. No back cover. I don't think I've ever cracked it open, but dang, look at that art. I just saw this. They're pulling the sheet off the Nite right there standing. Look at the detail. That's really good. I knew you'd know, Jesse. I was waiting to see if you got it before I did. Uh, I'm seeing if there's any. It's mostly like just story panel stuff, nothing dynamic. So, but anyways, it's a Matt Baker cover. Maybe I take a blue marker and color that in. I don't know. Nah, because it'll absorb all the way through the book. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. A book like this, you enjoy for a few years, you read it, and then you know what? You give it to a friend. So this is a weird one. I never knew about this. I saw it was in really high grade. I mean, really high grade. It's 1948, but it's thick. It's a quality. I don't even know how to label this book because he's not really a superhero. He travels through time with some kind of like spirit, kid eternity, but just a really nice crime. And there's no good girl, so I don't even know why I'm showing you this, but look at that. It's kind of a weird. He looks weird in the background, like Waldo or something. And you can't even tell that this guy has a knife in his hand up here. Why didn't they draw the knife in this hand where you could actually see it against his shirt? Inquiry minds like me want to know, because that's how I would have drew it. Jesse, any comments? Mark, Peanut Gallery, for watching Late Night with Nighttiger Comics. People, get a grip on your life. All right, where are we at? What time is it? Oh, all right. I'll go 11:30 because it's already after 11. Dude, I'm not even halfway through this bio here. Oh my goodness. I might just start showing him and not talking about it, but don't you just like the education? I do. I love channels that really tell me about, look at this one. Prison Break, Avon #3. Now, why does she have like really dark eyebrows, but her hair is like really blonde? I guess for the dynamics, they should have put some nice heavy blue mascara on her. I think that would have really made the cover a little better. Killers on the loose. So that's like the killers right there. They're what? Um, Bonnie and Clyde. I don't know. Killers on the loose. But isn't that cool? What did I pay for this book? More than I wanted to. But in the grade that I got it, it's probably right now it's probably hitting right. It's at fair market value still than what I paid. maybe above. I don't know. I only seen one other copy recently up for sale. Anyways, wig. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Very good. Good job. That's why you guys are my audience. All right. So we got more Matt Baker. Matt Baker, Bakery and Pain, authentic police cases, and she's smoking on the cover. I love that trope. One of my favorites. I'm actively looking for a good girl golden age where they're smoking cigarettes. I think I have like 4 in my collection now that I can think of offhand. Number 23, Matt Baker. Matt Baker stuff. Pick it up now. It's pick it up now. I mean, I paid 60 for this. It's doubled or tripled by now for this grade. So if you find Matt Baker and you know it's Matt Baker and you can get it cheap because it's a good investment. It's probably one of the best investments right now in the market value. That's the tip from Nighttiger. Someone was talking about that, and I'm like, you're right. They are right. So we show some DC Golden Age. Is this Golden Age? You know what? It has the stamp on it, so I don't know what year it is. It has a 10-cent cover price, but what the heck? So Big Town, I think that was a radio show. Jesse, let us know. Pretty decent good girl for DC. I mean, she's got her dress down past her knees, so appropriate for the children. The little girls are like, Mom, I should wear my dress like that. And the little boys are like, Mom, can I jump down in holes? Anyways, what number is that? I don't know. 32? Jesse, did you send this to me? You may have. I don't know. I know you sent me some big towns or gangbusters before. Oh, where else? Okay, is this Wally Wood? I think it is. Let me look at here. I don't want to give you some misinformation on this. It looks like Wally Wood to me. I won't swear on it, but Another Crimes by Women. Very sexy. That's number 14, August 1940. No, I mean 1950. Very low grade, but tough book to get and tough book to get inexpensive. All right, where are we at again? Another Bruce Gentry. Ooh, we got Todd Matthew here. I think you have the wrong channel. You need the one down the hall. That was strange. Oh, wait, I did the wrong one. What the heck? No. What the heck, Jesse? I'm sorry. Oh, no, wait, it's not Jesse. Hold on, Jesse. Oh, man, I hit the dang wrong button. How do I get... Guys, I got to check something out right now. I'm sorry. I accidentally banned my brother. And I need to find out how to get him back on here. I feel horrible. What? Okay, here we go. Okay, so Jesse, my apologies. You know I love you. I accidentally removed you instead of this other. You can watch, but you cannot comment on the stream. I've looked it up, man. I'm trying to get you back, but I feel so bad. Oh, but he knows that I love him. So you can't comment anymore. I'm so sorry. It was an accident. Let me show a scarce comic book to make up for it. Guys, I found this. This is number 3 from August 51 for $15 on eBay. This book is a ghost book. I think I bought this like 5 years ago, and I've only seen one other copy ever for sale. And you can see why. She's being kidnapped. You're seeing her underwear, and she's in bondage completely. Red dress, high heels. I mean, the title, Murder Incorporated. I mean, if a book ever needed to be an SOTI, this was the one. Dang. I'm going to let you stare at that for a minute because, yeah, it's uncanny. I'm telling you, if you just go through the searches I explained earlier on a daily basis, you're going to find something. The thing is, you got to know what you're going to find. You got to know your books. That's where your Gerber guide comes in. You need that. If you're going to get into finding cheap, scarce golden age. Remember, this is just my good girl crime books. I have a ton of scarce crime books. So I just brought out the ones that had good girls. This is a Charlton. Oh, you guys are making fun of me now? Come on, you're my brothers. You should rally around me. Jesse, December 3rd, Christmas show. You're back in. I'll put you on the top of the list. This is a Charlton. Really huge issue. Look at that. It's got the badge right there. Let's take it out of the bag. September 1952. This is number 8. So there's quite a few good girls in this racket squad. And there's another one right here. This one's a pretty nice copy. You got the roulette wheel, the blackmail racket. He's grabbing her from behind. Who's slapping who here? Oh, he's whispering in her ear. He's grabbing her, whispering in her ear. So she's like the honey. What do they call it? Taking advantage of that guy right there with the pipe, probably. This is a nice copy. Now, I haven't really looked for these in a while, so I couldn't tell you the value. If I had to guess, if I had to sell this, which I wouldn't, I'd probably put it around maybe 120. I'd do it 130 and let them come down 10 on it. Because it's in nice condition. But on this next book, same series, but low grade. It's got a big water stain. And it's a white cover, so it's very noticeable. But still, you know, if you can find it for less than 20, why not? A book like this, if you find it for less than 20, you could probably make a $15 profit off it, or maybe even more. This one, you got the good girl. Now, the good girl's not as good on here. Yeah, I don't know about this. Because the graphic, she's not really looking that good. People probably pass for another issue. But still, I think I paid $15 for it on eBay. It's even missing some of the pages right there. This is actually one of those ones I bought early in my journey of research and buying and knowing what to look for and learning from you guys out there. So that was one of the early ones. I still enjoy it. Still a member of the family. Okay, where we at? We got 15 minutes. Now this is one you can pick up pretty easy. It's a pretty common book. So I obviously, since it's so common, I waited for like the best copy for the price. I wanted a higher grade. These crime books. Who are these by? St. John? Hillman. So you can see it's actually got a dealer mark on it, like the arrival date. It's more of a suggestive cover, but you have the girl on the window and the guy. I like that dealer. So the dealer would usually put, if you see that, the dealer put the date on so he knew how long he had the book on the stands before he decided, hey, this thing's not going to sell. Let me rip the cover off and return it. What number is that? It's number 85, volume 8, number 1, number 6, or March 6, 1953. So I paid all in on this one, 35. So, like I said, I wanted a nice copy. There were a lot of low grade ones. So I held out. I think I did well. All right, Peanut Gallery. What'd you think of that one? Did I show these two books already? I did. Oh, is Bubs still here? Bubs, is this Wally Wood? Bubs would know if this is Wally Wood. It doesn't have a SIG. Bubs. Oh, why am I saying you like peanuts? I have a Peanuts Christmas shirt I also bought for the show. I thought I had it on. Hey, did you answer my question there, Mr. Bubby? Is this Wally Wood? Or do you know? I checked out that haul, man. Bubs, you got some awesome stuff at that summit. Okay, here's a DS publisher. Pretty little crappie, but these are hard to get, really. Public Enemy, number 5. You got the villain waiting behind the tree. You got the good girl in the canoe going down the river, which is a minor trope in the Golden Age. More in the Atomic Age, actually. I've seen quite a few of this. I actually have 3 different covers, 2 canoes and 1 raft. Makes sense. Moving on here. So another Sam Hill. This is the one where she's in the coffin. And who does this cover? Harry Lucci. Harry. That's what it looks like. Harry Lucci. Sam Hill, Private Eye, number 7, 1952. These are tough books to get, man. These Good Girl ones. There are some where there's no Good Girl, but these Good Girl ones are really hard to get, especially in higher grade. Obviously, everything's harder to get in higher grade still. I don't know why I keep saying that. Why does everybody keep saying that? Everybody quit saying that, would you? So I talked earlier, if you were here, about Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. They did issues 23 to 29. Here's that last issue. They all had a good girl. This was actually a little better than some of the most. And these ones are collectors really go after. I think I rarely see even a 1.5 of these issues below 120 or 130. They've been going up and up and up. Kirby right there on pencils, probably Simon on inks. Kirby had a little more beef to his characters when it came to the men, anyway. That's a really cool cover. I really like it. It has a really nice follow the eye along the bar type scene. You look at the 2 guys and then you follow the bar to the end. And what do you get? A prize. Prize Comics. Number 29, April 1943. And we have some Jerry Robinson art on the 3rd story. And this one I think is missing centerfold. I'm not sure because I got it for $13.50. Either that or I got damn lucky. But I'm actively looking for those numbers all the time. So Bob says, I hope those that have stuck around really enjoy this kind of content. It helps when you give me some feedback to let me know, like the best parts of this or what you enjoy. Where we at here? We got some Fox. This book was low grade, but when I seen the price on it, I'm like, I had to get it. It was complete. It was complete. And this is number 15 from January 1950. I got it for less than $26. And you can tell when you get a book like this, what did I pay? Who was the seller? I got the Quality Comics. A lot of times these books, when they're like low grade, they got water damage. Some Golden Age collectors, or I mean sellers who buy lots of Golden Age, to them it's like a nothing burger book. And they'll throw 20, $30 on it to get rid of it quick. And then you buy a book, and then you pay that, and then you go look the next week after, you see listings, and you're like, there's books in this same grade going for twice as much. That's because that was a smart seller. He was pricing the book to get out of the inventory quick. Some people like to try to get every dollar, and I don't think it's beneficial on every book. But then again, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Here's another one of those headline comics. This is 24. This is not one of the best ones. I've seen this book when I bought it. It's missing centerfold it's from a shop that I frequent. It's called All Star Comics and Sports Cards, or Comics and Sports Cards in Gainesville, Florida. But look at that. I swear, I don't swear, but I actually really believe that that is not Kirby or Simon in any way. That is somebody else. It just, there's nothing about it that I recognize from either one of those gentlemen. And there are, I mean, the whole perspective is just wrong everywhere. It's weird, but it is one of those in the run. It does have a girl on it. So I did read this one too. It has Simon and Kirby art inside, and you can tell this is not. I don't know who did that. Maybe Jack fell asleep and he drew it when he was sleeping. I don't know. Anyways, where we at? I don't have this one in here. So we got some early Lev. Number 38, Crime Does Not Pay. Real good cover. I'm telling you, I don't think that is not Charles Burrow. It's too good. I think whoever he told to draw this, probably said, try to make it look like I drew it. They did try, but they were good. It still looks pretty good. So as I said, Charles Burrow had ghost artists for him. And Lev Gleason, and there's in that book I was telling you, 10-Cent Plague. It's an actual interview with Lev Gleason and Charles Burrow. They grew up together. They were neighbors, and they would come over and they would draw. But he said Charles was so embarrassed by his art that when they would draw, he would go in his room and lock the door and draw his whatever it was, and then come out, and he would refuse to show it because he was embarrassed. So I don't know, blow me down. He became editor of the publishing company, but interesting history, cool book. I didn't tell you the number because it's number 35, September 44. But go ahead, just do your own research. Try to find these numbers like 40 and below. Certain ones, like there's just certain ones that people want, and this is one of them. And they'll pay up for them. The candy one with the little girl, ooh, that book's like $400 or $500. Here we got a Lucky Comics number 1. It looks like it's Crime on the Waterfront there at the dockyard, shipyard. She's knocking him out with the hook. Number 1 from 1944. This is from Consolidated Publishers. This is a pretty scarce one. I won this in an auction for $10. It is missing the centerfold. But this really, I don't know. I think people, when they come up to sell this, if they're dealers, they have a hard time pricing it because it's just so scarce. There's no baseline for it. All right, we are all about 6 minutes to the end of this live stream. This was Nighttiger late night. If you made it this far, hallelujah. I had to make it this far because it is my video. So I was talking earlier about these boy detectives. There's 4 issues by Avon, and except for the first one, they all have Killer Kinsler Good Girl crime covers. Check this one out. This is number 3. Boy detective fights spy menace. You got the good girl with the gun, and you got the good girl with the bad guy. Everett Kinsler cover. Everett Raymond Kinsler. That is just such a cool cover. Another one down on the waterfront. Obviously, spies. This is 1952. Number 3. I bought this for $19 in 2022. It says so last year sometime. What else? What else? You guys getting tired? You falling asleep? And this is the other one. So I have all 3 of the Good Girls. I don't really care to get number 1. I don't really care for the cover. I mean, if I can find it or it's cheap, I'll get it. But other than that, I don't want it. So you got the bondage cover there. I know a lot of people like that stuff. I mean, for the trope, it's cool, you know. I mean, for the time, you don't see stuff like that anymore. So it's just such unique art, and it's such a unique period, part of the history of Americana. Number 4, last issue, 1952, and I paid 22 for that. So I'm always actively looking for these. And like I'll hammer in your dang mind over and over. If you put in your criteria and you look and look and look, you're gonna find it. You're gonna find it. This is one that I held out for the best copy I could. This book is, every time I see it, it's like 1.5 cover detached at one staple or centerfold missing. So I ended up finding the best copy I could, but it had to be a Canadian edition. So the background is white. I think instead of like a light pale or a light peach or something. Spy and counter spy. Why don't they just call it spy versus spy? I don't get that. Unless that, I doubt that EC had a licensing to that yet. So ACG, this is the Canadian edition, 1950. This is published by Superior, and the American one has a light blue background. Just a really cool trope. She's underneath her wanted sign, and they're pulling her wig off. And this is a white cover. This one is a miscut. Is it yeah, someone, it's either a factory miscut or somebody trimmed it. Who knows? In the golden age, up to the silver age, dealers did trimming on books. It was a thing. It wasn't taboo. That's what the people wanted for the time. I was talking to some dealers in New York, and they said you'd be surprised back in the 60s, they'd have stacks of like low grade marble silver age, and they'd just be taking razor blades and cutting all the pages straight. They said because that's what the customer wanted. They wanted a nice, crisp, straight copy instead of the low grade falling apart. It's not from that's from dealers in New York, so it's just a cool cover. All right, 2 minutes. Maybe we can show 2 more comics. This is probably, to me, one of the best. Lev Gleason. Now, I know Charles Burrow did not do this cover, and he did sign it. He did not draw this. He had a ghost artist. She worked for MLJ. I forget her name. I got to go back and look. But this is, I don't even know what it says, the year. 1950, number 31. A suggestive hanging cover. This book, I think, is one you can find on the cheap a lot. These Crime and Punishments, the later issues, collectors don't really care about them much. So prove me right. Go out there and find a copy and show it to me on Instagram. I think I saw a few copies of this for 30, 35. Okay, one more. So let's make it a good one. Oh yeah, I have some good ones. Let's make it a good one. Where are we at? Let's make it a. Man, I showed all these, right? Nope. Nope. Ouch. Man, there was one I wanted. This is the one. So I'll say this for last. Let's do two. Um, is that a? I think this is a Lubber cover. You would think it's Matt Baker, but it's not. I forget his first name, but his last name is Lubber, like rubber. But still, he's a great artist. Beautiful copy. Breaking out of prison. Good girl. Headlights. Gun in hand. I mean, it's got everything. All right, we're going to close it out with this book here. Thank you, brother. Thank you for all you joining me tonight. Again, Jesse, if you're here, I apologize sincerely to you, my friend. I tried to block that guy as quick as I could, and I hit the wrong, I hit the wrong one. So we're gonna end it with this pretty big book, Bobs. If you're there, pay attention. You'll like this one. So Bullet Man, the Flying Detective, and you got Bullet Girl right there. Number 8, 1942. So Good Girl, crime cover, smoking gun. Like I said, the Bullet Man's the art was probably the worst of the Fawcett books. I don't know why. Anatomy was pretty bad. Dynamic panels were not there. It was like rush jobs on these bullet people. So that's Bullet Man number 8, October 1952. Nighttiger is going to leave you with that. And with that, I'm going to say good night. Happy holidays. December 3rd, Christmas is the annual Nighttiger Christmas show. It's going to be Golden Age giveaway. We hope to see you there. That's Sunday at 7 p.m. Everybody, take care. I said take